Hi YouTubers, it's Fortune Cookie 45 LC coming to you today with experience at the range. Interesting experience at the range. So what we have here is a utility box sold by Dillon Precision, and I got a bunch of these, and then this is a Dillon Precision ammo box, happens to be for 44 mag, 41 mag, 45 long Colt, 100 rounds. I got a bunch of these. But we're pretty generous with each other down at the range, and because there's a whole bunch of shooters that know, we all know each other. We shoot there regularly, and so I got a bunch of these boxes, and I gave some of these to the other shooters. And what one of them did was he gave me some of these 185 grain semi-wide cutter cast bullets. And he gave me 500 of them, so I took them home and I loaded them up, and I brought them to the range yesterday to shoot. They're loaded with 7.5 grains of unique, a little more powerful than is needed for shooting. But the 185 grain semi-wide cutter bullet is very popular for bullseye shooting in the 45 ACP. But I haven't loaded the 45 long Colt, so I brought 250 of these to the range, along with this. This is my Smith & Wesson Model 25 and 45 long Colt. You've seen this before. No, I don't store it in the utility box, but this gives you an idea of how big it is. This box is very handy and very useful, actually. But anyway, so what I'm doing is I'm taking this to the range, and we're doing one-handed practice. Now, shooting one-handed is interesting because by shooting one-handed, your bore, it's more in line with your arm because you're standing more sideways to the target, and your eye is a little bit more over here to allow you to keep the bore more in line with your arm. You might have a little deflection like this to get your eye behind the sights, but for the most part this is right down your arm. Whereas when we shoot two-handed, because of the triangle of our arms, we have to actually have our wrist actually deflected over quite a bit in order to get our eye behind the sights. This is how we shoot two-handed. So a lot of times you'll hear that we're to try to keep the bore right in line with our arm, but you see it's not possible shooting. You try this two-handed, and you find that you have to deflect your wrist a little bit to get your eye behind the sights. But it works for us. Anyway, so I'm shooting one-handed, and I'm having a great day. I put 150 rounds through my target, and all but 5 are in the black. And I'm shooting, and I'm just taking my time shooting slow fire at 12.5 yards, and I missed 5 rounds out of 150 with the 45 long Colt. Well, along comes Mark from my right, and I'm having a good day, but when Mark comes over and he says, you need a new target, because what's happening, all your bullets are going through the same hole. You're not learning anything. You don't know how tight you're shooting. So after Mark went back to his station, I'm looking around, and to my left, there's only 2 shooting sessions left. It's near the end of the day. To my left, there's this target, and I'll show it to you. There's this target, and what this target has in there is about 7 9mm holes right across the center here, with one shot dropped low, and the shooter had abandoned his target. He's left. He's got one of these Birchwood Casey, shooting C-type targets that he stuck over the bullseye. Anyway, so I couldn't resist. I had 20 rounds left, 2 rows of 10 that I had left in the box, and I fired 6, and then there's 14 left, and so I said, hey, I'll move over to that target that the other shooter left. So I did. I moved over there, and I proceeded to shoot slow fire, 12.5 yards with my 45 long Colt, and 11 rounds went in there. And I'm thinking, hey, this is great. I mean, now I can go back to 25 yards and practice until I do the same thing at 25 yards, and then I can compete in NRA bullseye. Something that I've always wanted to do, but never felt like I could compete because I'm not good enough. Well, 11 rounds went in there, and I'm thinking, hey, I'm getting there, and then I get brought back to earth because my 12th shot went there. Now this is caused by a flinch. The flinch is when you anticipate the gun going off and you make it go off and you throw the shot low left, and that's what I did. Well, that shot loses right away. If you do this in competition, you know your history. So anyway, that's my 12th shot. 11 went in there, 12th shot went there. And so then my 13th shot, I proceed to compensate by heeling it. Take the heel of your hand here, and when you make it go off, you go like this. You're heeling it, and I throw it here. Well, that shot's not quite as bad as that one from flinching, but that's bad because that basically loses also. And when you heel it, you can heel it all the way up here. I mean, flinching can go all the way over here. Healing can go anywhere up there. So then the 14th round went back in here. So that's kind of nice. So I'm shooting better than I normally do. It makes you smile, but then you're brought back to earth because you know you're not good enough. You're still not good enough. But I turn around because I get tapped on the shoulder. And here's another one of the shooters, and he's smiling at me. He's giving me thumbs up because of what's happening here. So it's fun going to the range. It's fun trying one-handed. I encourage you YouTubers out there to do some of your practicing one-handed, and not only doing it one-handed with a strong side hand, but also doing a little one-handed with a weak side hand. Because if you're going to be a good all-around shooter, you got to be able to shoot one-handed right, one-handed left, shoot two-handed, and all that kind of thing. So and practice until we're able to control the trigger. And by the way, the whole time I'm shooting one-handed, I'm working on trigger squeeze as if I'm pulling the front sight right back through the notch of the rear sight, and just pressing it straight through there, pressing it back so that you're trying to take that front sight right through the rear sight, and then the gun goes off in surprise break. And that's how we can get better, and I think that's taken me to this level here. So we keep trying to improve, YouTubers. You have a very nice day. We'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.